Hey, it's John and Kayla here to show you the unboxing and installation video of the Rover Vans ladder and tire combo for the Ram ProMaster. So there's a bunch of options out there that you can go with for the ProMaster, such as the Prime Design ladder with the Juggernaut separate spare tire mount. You can go with the Illuminous one-piece ladder tire combo, or just the simple tire mount. But a lot of designs out there require you to drill into the van door, and that was kind of a hard stop for us. That's one thing that we weren't willing to move on. We did not want any sort of exterior drilling into the door.
And nothing against it if that's the option you chose. It's just not something we want to do with our van. They do claim that it's better for vibration and a few other things, but still, that's not an option we wanted to do for our van.
So what we have in front of us is the Rover Vans ladder and tire mount kit. And if you go onto the Rover Vans website, they make note that the newest version, which is in production now, is a single hole drill through the door. It was switched to this after doing extensive testing on vibration, and also found that this does not affect the way that the doors open and close like other systems. Furthermore, you won't have to cut weather stripping or move the striker like the other systems on the market. And lastly, the new system now comes with a door reinforcement, which will further make everything stronger. And while we really loved the design of the Rover Vans ladder and tire combo, like I said, the drilling option was just a hard stop. Absolutely not an option for us.
And recently we had actually gone to an RV show hoping to see possible ladder versions and different options that the different vans might offer. And of course, we would stumble upon another ProMaster that had the exact ladder we wanted. And we even tried to haggle a little bit to see if they would sell it to us, but we didn't get lucky.
So Kayla and I, doing our research, reached out to multiple websites. Kayla actually found one that sells the previous version, but unfortunately was sold out. And I reached out to a bunch of companies as well to see if they actually carried the previous no drill version, to no avail, unfortunately.
Because when you're buying something this expensive and this important to have on your van, you don't want to go a cheap route or something you're not going to like and have to then repurchase down the line.
So I cut everyone else out and decided to email Rover Vans directly. And at first they were kind of like, sorry, we only sell the new version that requires drilling. But I was like, come on, man, can you just check the warehouse? Can you just see if there's maybe like old stock in the back or something? And sure enough, they found one ladder tire combo, previous no drill version. And that's what we have sitting on the table in front of us.
That's what we're hoping we have, because we haven't opened it yet. So I'm a little nervous because you just never know.
So we've done enough yapping. Let's unbox this thing and see what we're dealing with.
Well, first things first, on top, got a little guy here, our instructions, and then the content kit.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes.
What you really came here for. Here goes nothing.
All right. Oh, there's your,
So this is gonna be the strap for the door. So they give you, this goes into your hinges and then makes it so your door can't go all the way open and your tires smack your van.
Because right now on the ProMaster, you can open up the rear doors 180 degrees. So this is going to stop it from doing that, because obviously now you're going to have like 14 inches of wheel mount and tire on the back. So you don't want to obviously damage your van. This is what's going to hold the tire. I'm excited for this specifically, but this comes with a box.
This is one of the brackets to go around your door. You got all the hardware. I don't know. Oh, so the nice thing with this too, where the tire goes, you actually get steps that go into the side of the ladder, so you can still step up around the tire.
It's like on the left side of the tire. You'll see in the picture. These actually look bigger than what I saw in person. And what we saw in person was like...
They were gold and like small.
They were like 4 or 5 inches and maybe like an inch thick. This is probably 1.5 inches thick to 2 inches, and probably
bigger than your hand.
10 inches long.
I feel like it's Christmas morning. Is there another hinge mount? Because essentially what this one does is the 2 brackets go into your hinges.
So it's still got 3 points of contact, 1 on each hinge, and then 1, I guess you would call it the striker plate on the inside of the door.
Oh yeah, that's what this one was that I showed you. So then this goes around the tire part, but then into your door. So that's why people don't like the idea of cutting the weather stripping, because you have to go through the weather stripping to put this into your striker plate, which we're fine with that because the door's still gonna close.
So this is what the tire is gonna be mounted on. All right, this goes on the ladder somewhere.
Got
on the mounts.
Plug logo.
Yep, little Rover Vans product placement right there.
We are still buying a lock for the tire itself to keep it on the mount so nobody can just take this little thing off and just take our tire.
Get rid of these hinges, put them to the side, along with the nuts and bolts and stuff and things. We got one more box in here.
Oh, this is actually our license plate relocation kit.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Comes with a light, obviously, to keep it legal. It's your metal license plate relocation kit. And now we got
what we've really been waiting for.
All right, let's get rid of the box here. Not that heavy. If I had to guess, probably 30 pounds or so. All right, let's unpack this.
Just unwrap it like I am. Someone's too excited. Lift it while I unwrap.
So this, these are your hinge mounts right here and right here. And these are where the foot pegs go, so you can step up around your tire.
And then this third one down here is going to be your third point of contact that goes into your skid plate.
I was really turned on about the cleanliness of the welds and all the spots. They're nice and clean. A little bit of branding right there. Again, Rover Vans.
We like that it was curved too. We didn't really care for like the squared off option, so we just like how it's all, every aspect is curved. What are those for?
Oh, that's what those are. We're idiots. Those aren't foot pegs.
Oh, so we didn't get foot pegs?
So I just realized what these were. These are not the foot pegs.
I got so excited.
I mean, they look big, and I completely forgot that they actually go right here. This is what the tires rest on. These are not foot pegs. I completely forgot about the bottom parts where the tire rests. So my bad, that's what these are. And I don't see the foot pegs in the box, in the packaging, so
I'm gonna look to see if it shows that they're included.
We're gonna look a little bit further, and then we might have to email Rover.
It says foot pegs and bolts, so.
Yeah, so simple email to Rover, I'm sure we'll solve that. But for now, we can at least put this on the van. The foot pegs aren't absolutely essential for the installation. Obviously, they just bolt in here and here. So once we actually get them, that'll be a fairly easy install. Yeah, but for now, I guess we can start putting this on the van. All right, so before we get started with this, Rover did send us out the foot pegs. So we started this video on a Saturday, I emailed them on Sunday, and I had these on Wednesday. So just to give you an idea of their customer support, same thing, I ordered the ladder on a Saturday. On Monday, I get an email about a new package being delivered to us because incidentally, they discovered that they sent us the wrong bracket. So before it even got to us, they already sent us out the correct bracket. So we got the ladder on a Wednesday, we got the correct bracket on the Wednesday, and now we got the foot pegs that we didn't have. So can't say enough good things about Rover Vans customer service, because to this point, they've just been super responsive and super accommodating. And on top of all that, finding us the ladder that requires the no drill. So big thank you to them. All right, so we're gonna start with the tire supports that go in these little holes here. So the bolt is an 8mm Allen. So locker in there, put that through, hiding those beautiful weld lines, unfortunately, but it's gonna look just as seamless. All right, we got what we thought originally were the foot pegs done. All right, next we're going to add the wheel mount bolt. Loud noises. Bring this down. Obviously, we're not gonna tighten this yet because we have to mount the tire first to see what the correct positioning for this will be. So we're just going to do a little bit of hand tightening for now. All right, so we got it tight enough to just hold it there, but not tight enough where it doesn't move, so that's where we're gonna leave it for now. And next, they recommend to put this on and then put your little thing on. All right, but we're gonna hold off on doing this because we actually do have a spare tire to put on this thing. So we're gonna hold off on these for now. All right, next we're gonna put the foot pegs that Rover Vans so generously provided us with. 8mm again. So next we're gonna add the door bracket by removing the striker plate. So the instructions that they give you say that these are a T35 bit, but they're actually a T40. So don't go and strip your bolts. All right, so once we remove the striker plate, the new bracket that Kayla has, this is going to have to go through like this, right? Like such. So obviously we have the weather stripping issue. So all we're gonna do is just cut into these two sections to make sure that there's no issue with the weather stripping. All right, so obviously this is why most people didn't like this version of the ladder, because you do have to cut through your weather sealing. So not a huge deal for us. For our purposes, it was better than like drilling into the door, which a lot of people don't mind. So I guess to each their own, right? So this is like movable, right? So we're gonna have to calibrate it once everything is installed. Maybe leave this loose or relatively loose until the whole thing is installed, and then obviously test the passenger side door to where it hits on the striker. So that'll be calibrated later, but for the most part, at least this step is done. All right, next we're going to work on these upper hinges. Again, these are a T40, not a T35 like the instructions say. And you're gonna wanna be very careful because from what I understand, the threads in these Ram doors are not very strong. So don't over tighten and just be gentle. Kayla's down there holding up the door. She's gonna be my little support system to replace these hinges. Out a little bit if you can. Actually, I'm gonna have to bring this in. Get these screws. Again, be very careful. Can't reiterate that enough. And Kayla can let go. All right, we're just gonna tighten these hand tight. I'm not gonna use a socket for these. Hand tight. All right, that's what she looks like on the inside. If we circle around, that's what she looks like on the outside. Okay, Kayla's got the bottom hinge brackets. All right, so Kayla noticed this on the outside. It does look a little offset here, but I think that maybe because of the door curves in. So see how it's like tight against it right there and not so much down here. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it doesn't run flush, right? You can fit a finger in here, but not up here. So I don't think it'll be a problem because like I said, I think the door is just curved down the lower it gets. So we'll see. All right, so now becomes the fun part. We're gonna start with this hinge, and then we're gonna finish off with this one. And then like I said, we're gonna have to calibrate the striker plate. So let's get to putting it on. You've got these little two, I know it's light back here and dark up here, I'll have to fix that in post, but you got the little bracket with the bolts like built right into it that you're gonna put through the door, through the ladder into the hinge. Are you okay over there?
No.
And then you got a washer to put on the outside, and then a nice nylon locking nut. All right, I just want to show you something really quick. So the top is fairly easy to put on, right? But the bottom, you can see there's not much room between the nut and the actual hinge. So you kind of got to like lift up on the ladder. See how it lifts up for the top one, and on the bottom one, you got to pull it down. So obviously you're just going to have to use like a wrench. No sockets getting in there, so I just wanted to show you that quick bit. If you were wondering, because I was just wondering, the nuts that go on these are 13 millimeter. So you do have to do this at like a quarter turn at a time because not much is getting in there. But as you can see, the bracket does end up being straight, so no worries there. So now, like Kayla said, we have to adjust this striker location, right? So it's gonna be like trial and error. So I'm gonna set it in a position, I'm gonna tighten it, I'm gonna close it, see it, softly. I'm gonna make sure that if it does or does not latch, If not, we're just gonna trial and error it out.
It's not gonna close perfectly anymore because you added the little thing.
Yeah, that's probably another reason why people didn't like this no drill version, is because it does kind of, see how the door moves? It does kind of affect how you shut it, which to me, I don't know about Kayla, to me it's not that big of a deal. We didn't have to do anything permanent to the door.
So watching the Rover Vans video, they did mention that they do also now are making a conversion kit. So if you have this previous version that's the non-drill through, they are having kits so you can turn this into a drill through option on the door.
The only thing left is the license plate relocation kit, which I'm probably not going to record because I don't feel like getting into like taking out the wires, splicing them, and then relocating it down here.
And then Rover Vans has pointed out if you have a shorter tire like we do, you can go ahead and take some of this off. And as you may have noticed, we did take our channel name off the van because we actually ordered ourselves a custom tire cover, and you'll get to see that now. All right, so here's our nice custom tire cover. We had it made on Etsy, and as you can see, the bolt pushes out a little bit, so we're gonna trim that down so it doesn't poke through. But we hope you enjoyed our install and unboxing video. Hope to see you down the road.